Okay, so we are picking up Act 1. We left off on page 1210. It's at the top of the second column with Brabantio basically giving Othello a warning. Hey, she basically cheated me. You know, she defied me. She was not sincere. She ran off in the middle of the night. So look out. She's not trustworthy, is kind of his last one. We're at the top of page 1210, second column, when it says exunt, that's Latin for more than one person exiting at a time. So we're down to Othello, who's going to leave in just a moment, and then it'll just be Rodrigo and Iago. So, Othello, ready?
Yeah. My life upon her fate. Honest Iago, my Desdemona must I leave to thee. I prithee let thy wife attend on her, and bring them after in the best advantage. Come, Desdemona, I have but an hour of love, of worldly matter, and direction to spend with thee. You must obey the time.
All right, so again, you get my college notes there. They've got to squeeze that wedding night into an hour. That's how they've got before he's got to take off. But significantly, he's leaving his wife in the care of Iago and Iago's wife, who will be her attendant, right? But Iago has already proven to the audience that he is the person that Othello should trust the least, right? He's a total backstabber. And so that's the plan. They're going off to battle, and Iago's wife is going to take care of Desdemona. All right, now we go to Rodrigo and Iago. Remember, Rodrigo is interested in Desdemona. He's going to be kind of upset about the fact that she's now married to somebody else. His prospects are not looking very good. All right, Rodrigo. Who's our Rodrigo? Oh, was it Leo? Somebody want to be Rodrigo today? Come on. Do I need to just pick somebody?
Iago.
Thank you.
Let's say spell, noble heart. What will I do? Think spell. Why? Go to bed and sleep. I will incontently drown myself. If thou dost, I shall never love thee after. Why? Thou silly gentleman. It is silliness to live. To live is torment. And then we have a prescription to die when death is our physician. Oh, villainess, I have looked upon the world for 4 times 7 years, and since I could distinguish betwixt a benefit and an injury, I never found man that knew how to love himself. Here I would say I would drown myself for the love of a guinea hen. I would change my humanity with a baboon.
All right, so it's not exactly the approved Hope Squad message here, but he is saying don't kill yourself over a woman, right? I'd rather be a baboon before I would trade in I would kill myself over a woman. Okay, so I can't say his heart's in the right place. The message is in the right place. His heart is definitely not in the right place, but he is trying to tell him not to kill himself over a woman.
What should I do? I confess it. It is my shame to be so fond, but listen, you not in my virtue to amend it.
Like I can't get over it. I can't, what am I supposed to do? I'm totally in love with her.
Virtue? A fig. 'Tis in ourselves that we are thus or thus. Our bodies are our gardens, to the which are well our gardens. So that if we will plant nettles or sow lettuce, sir hyssop and weed up thyme, supply it with one gender of herbs, or distract it with many, even to have it sterile with idleness or manured with industry. Why? The power and corrigible authority of this lies in our well.
Right. So basically, whatever we decide to be in life, we're sowing it ourselves. We're planting those seeds ourselves. So take control. You can be this or this. It's up to you. You don't let some other woman decide what your life is going to be. You decide that. You plant the garden in yourself and be what you want to be, which is seeming a positive kind of message here. We didn't know he was such a scumbag. Okay, keep going.
If the beam of our lives had not one scale of reason, the poison of their sensuality, the blood and basins of our natures would conduct us to most preposterous conclusions. But we have reason to cool our raging motions, our canal stings, our unbidden lusts, whereof I take this that you call love to be sect or sion. It cannot be. It is merely a lust of the blood and a permission of the will. Come, be a man. Drown thyself. Drown cats and blind puppies.
No, he's saying drown the cats and the blind puppies. Don't drown yourself, right? Saying your life has value. Now I feel bad for the cats and blind puppies, right?
Did you like say take out the anger on the cats?
Well, he's saying that there's better things to do with yourself than to kill yourself, right? Don't waste your time killing yourself. Kill the dogs and the blind puppies. They might actually deserve it, but you don't deserve it, right? So it's seemingly a well-directed message, even if his logic is kind of skewed.
I profess me thy friend, and I confess me knit to thy deserving of cables of perjurable toughness. I could never better speed thee than now. Put money in thy purse, follow thou the wards, but keep thy favor with an ursuf beard. I say put money in the purse.
All right, so he is going to repeat this many times. Put money in your purse. Now we know that Rodrigo has been giving him money. That was how the play started. We don't know what it was for, but now we can kind of put the pieces together that somehow Iago is playing like love doctor and promising to hook him up with Desdemona as long as Rodrigo keeps paying him. And the prospects are not looking very good right now for Rodrigo because she's married to somebody else. She just ran off with somebody else in the middle of the night. And yet Iago's saying, no, don't worry about it. Just keep saving up money, keep putting money in your purse, right? And it'll all be fine. All right, keep going.
It cannot be long that Desdemona should continue her love to the Moor. Put money in thy purse, nor he is to her. It was a violent commencement in her, and thou shalt see an answerable sequestration. Put money in thy purse.
Right, so she's not going to be into him forever. Yeah, she totally is into him right now, but she's not going to be into him forever.
These Moors are changeable in their wills. Fill thy purse with money. So
apparently people that are Moors, they change their mind all the time. I don't know, like seems like he's just kind of making this stuff up. He's like, they'll get over it. They'll get past this whole thing. You know, they are married, but whatever. Okay.
The food that to him now as luscious as locusts shall be to him shortly as acerb as the
Quintida, right? The point is, he's not going to always love it. He's totally into her now, but his taste will change, and he's not always going to be into her.
She must change for you. When she is sated with his body, she will find the error of her choice. Yeah,
so once she's gotten with him, gotten this all out of her system, she'll be like, okay, I'm done with that. I'm done with him.
She must have change. She must. Therefore put money in thy purse. If thou wilt need damn thyself, do it a more delicate way than drowning. Make all the money thou canst. If sanctimony and a frail vow betwixt an earring barbarian and a superb subtle Venetian, be not too hard for my wits and all the tribe of hell. Thou shalt enjoy her. Therefore make money. A pox of drowning thyself, it is clean out of the way. Seek thou rather to be hanged in compassing thy joy than to be drowned and go without him. Will thou be fast to my boots if I depend on the issue?
All right, so he's the ultimate sucker. It's like, really, do you promise? Like, do you promise that you'll get us together? Because he's told him she'll get over him, right? And you'll enjoy her, meaning you're going to be able to be with her eventually. Just keep saving up money, keep putting money in your purse. He's not really saying save money because you get the sense that he's using Rodrigo's money. Just keep putting money in the purse. Like, make sure there's money on the credit card that I keep using. And in the meantime, it'll all work out. She'll get over him. He'll get over her. You'll get to be with her. It'll all be good. And Rodrigo's like, really? For real? You'll get me together with her? Can I depend on you? Iago?
Thou art sure of me. Go make money. I have told thee often, and I will tell thee again and again. I hate the woman. My cause is hearted. Thine hath no less reason. Let us be conjunctive in our revenge against them. If thou canst cuckold him.
Oh, so cuckold is a word we don't use anymore, but a cuckold is a man whose wife has cheated. And so when a wife cheats, that makes the husband who's been cheated on the cuckold. And there's this whole thing about having horns on your head because you're horn mad because your wife cheated on you. So that's what a cuckold is. So that is what Rodrigo's going to do. He's going to cuckold Othello because he's going to get with Othello's wife.
Thou dost thyself a pleasure, me a sport.
Right? So you're going to be happy because you're going to be with Desdemona. And for me, it's like the Super Bowl if I can make this happen because I hate Othello so much that helping you to get with his wife is like a sport for me.
But why does he hate Othello?
Well, we got a little bit of background that Michael Cassio took the job that Othello wanted, or I'm sorry, that Iago wanted. So Othello didn't pick him to be his right-hand man. He picked Michael Cassio instead. We don't know yet if there's more to it than that, but that's the reason he's given so far for hating him. All right,
There
Go.
are many events in the womb of time which will be delivered. Traverse, go provide thy money. We will have more of this tomorrow. Adieu.
What shall we meet in thy morning?
At my lodging.
I will be there. I will be with thee betimes.
Go to. Farewell. Do you hear, Rodrigo?
What you say?
No more of drowning. You hear?
I have changed.
Go to. Farewell. Put money enough in your purse.
I'll sell all my land.
Thus do I ever make my fool my purse.
right. So yeah, like he barely hold the laughter in as Rodrigo walks away. Like, what a fool, right? He's gonna go sell all his money to give to me to keep going after Desdemona. What an idiot. He is a fool. Okay, keep going.
For I mine own gain knowledge should profane, if I would time and span with such a snipe, but for my sport and profit. I hate the more, and it is thought abroad that twixt my sheets has done my office.
All right, there you go, Luke. Or Will, sorry. There's your answer.
Oh,
Pick up on that. He says, I hate the more, and it is thought abroad that twixt my sheets has done my office. Another reason for him to hate Othello is
Othello slept with what?
supposedly it's thought abroad. There's a rumor that possibly Othello has slept with Iago's wife, and that gave him even more reason to hate him. But this next line is kind of funny. You ready?
I'm just ready.
Okay.
I know not if to be true, but I, for mere suspicion in that kind, will do as it for surety.
Right. So I don't even know if it's true, but I'm gonna act like it does because I just hate him so much. Right. So not even bothering to try to figure out if it is true.
He holds me well. The better shall my purpose work on him. Cassio's a proper man. Let me see now. To get his place and to plumb up my will. In double knavery.
Knavery, right? So he's gonna be a jerk. A knave is like a bad, seedy character. So he's gonna use Cassio being a proper man, right? And also his will to want to take his place. He's gonna use both of those things somehow to his advantage to get what he wants.
How? Let's see. After some time to abuse Othello's ear, that he is too familiar with his wife. He hath a person and a smooth disposed, to be suspected, praying to make woman false. The more is of a free and open nature, that thinks men honest that but seem to be so, and will as tenderly be led by the nose, as asses are. I have it is engendered.
Right. So I've got an idea, I've got a thought, got a plan.
Hell and nights must bring this monstrous birth to the world's light.
All right. So he's got a plan that's based on Cassio being a proper man, right? He says, I'm going to put in Othello's ear this idea that Michael Cassio is too familiar with his wife. Because Michael Cassio is kind of a proper pretty boy, and he probably is like doting on Desdemona in kind of a over the top type of way, because that's the way he is. If I can make Othello think that Michael Cassio is into Desdemona, I can make Othello jealous, I can mess up the relationship, and I can ruin Michael Cassio all at the same time, right? So he is ultimate scumbag, schemer, plotter, not loyal to anybody kind of guy. Good. Questions on Act 1? Anything? Yeah, no? We good? We ready for a little quiz on Act 1?
Question.
Now we have questions? Okay.
Yeah. At the beginning of scene 2, in like what ways is Iago specifically scheming against Othello?
Like it's like I think that he's us.
In the beginning of scene 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like going to the dad and he's like.
Oh, is it like when he goes?
Yeah, so Iago switches sides. He sets the whole thing in motion with Brabantio, right? But then he goes off to Othello and is telling Othello that Brabantio has been saying all these horrible things about him, right? So he's constantly playing one side against the other and acting like he's best friends with the person he happens to be with at the time. But he's always plotting and planting the seed to get the other person to hate the other person. Kind of his mode of operation. All right, let me close this.